If you're young and trying to figure out which skills are actually worth your time right now, here's the truth: a lot of the advice you've been given is already outdated. For the past decade, learning to code was considered the safe bet, the guaranteed path to relevance and opportunity. We were told to dive deep into syntax, algorithms, and development frameworks, building the foundations of a new digital world. But the conversation has shifted dramatically, because AI is fundamentally changing what a valuable skill even means. The ground beneath our feet is moving faster than ever before. This isn't about AI replacing human intelligence entirely, but rather augmenting it in profound ways. Tasks that once required specialized technical expertise are now accessible through intuitive AI interfaces. This shift isn't just creating new jobs, it's reshaping existing ones, demanding a different kind of fluency. It's no longer just about building the machines, it's about effectively collaborating with them. Understanding this distinction is crucial, because it dictates where true human value will lie in the coming years. This video breaks down 5 specific AI skills worth learning right now, exactly why each one matters, and a clear starting action for each, so you're not just watching and moving on. Let's get into skill number 1, prompt engineering. This isn't about typing a simple question into a chatbot. That's the shallow interpretation most people have. The real skill is far more nuanced. It involves structuring a request so the output is consistently useful, accurate, and aligned with your specific needs. It's about breaking down a complex problem into iterative steps an AI can actually handle well, understanding its limitations, and knowing how to push back and iterate when the first response isn't good enough. It's a dialogue, not a monologue, with the machine. This matters profoundly because almost every job that touches AI tools now rewards the person who can get reliable, high-quality output instead of generic, mediocre results. Think of it as being the director of an incredibly fast, highly capable, but literal-minded assistant. Those who master this will consistently outperform others who merely accept what the AI first offers. In an increasingly AI-driven world, the ability to extract precise value from these powerful models will differentiate the competent from the truly exceptional, impacting efficiency, quality, and strategic advantage across all industries. Here's your action step to start practicing this tonight. Pick one real task you already need to do: an essay outline, a study guide, a business idea, anything with genuine stakes. Don't ask a vague question. Instead, give the AI your specific goal, define your constraints, and provide an example of what good looks like for you. Then, analyze the output and ask yourself what was missing or subpar. Rewrite your instructions to explicitly address that gap. Do this 5 times this week on 5 different real tasks. That's the entire skill. It's not theory, it's repetition with tangible, real-world stakes attached. Skill number 2 is AI-assisted content creation. This goes far beyond just making videos for a YouTube channel. It encompasses writing, graphic design, video editing, and the production of basic marketing materials, all sped up dramatically by intelligent AI tools. We're talking about everything from generating initial drafts of blog posts, to creating compelling visuals, synthesizing video clips, and even composing background music. These tools aren't replacing human creativity, but rather acting as accelerators, transforming raw ideas into polished outputs at unprecedented speed and scale, democratizing the act of creation. This matters specifically for young people because it significantly lowers the barrier to building something visible to the world. You no longer need a large production budget, years of technical training, or an entire team to create content that used to be inaccessible to individuals. A single person with a laptop and a few AI tools can now produce sophisticated articles, high-quality videos, and professional-looking designs. This democratizes entrepreneurship and personal branding, allowing you to test ideas, build an audience, and monetize your creativity with resources that were previously unimaginable for new creators. Here's your action step. Choose one format: a short video, a written post, or a simple graphic, and commit to producing one finished piece per week for the next month using AI tools to significantly speed up the process. Don't aim for perfect. Aim for published. The initial goal isn't virality or winning awards in month 1. The true objective is building the practical muscle of taking an idea from your head to a finished, shareable piece of content, consistently, using AI as your rapid production assistant. Embrace the imperfections of early attempts as valuable learning opportunities. Skill number 3 is data literacy combined with AI tools. This does not mean you need to become a certified data scientist, capable of complex statistical modeling and machine learning algorithms. It means being comfortable handing an AI tool a spreadsheet, a database, or even just a set of raw numbers and confidently asking it to find patterns, summarize trends, explain what those trends actually mean in plain language, and even identify potential anomalies. It's about leveraging AI as your personal data analyst, translating complex information into understandable insights. This matters because nearly every job function, from running a small business to marketing campaigns, financial analysis, healthcare administration, and even personal budgeting, involves some form of data. The person who can quickly interpret it, extract meaningful insights, and communicate those findings effectively has a real, undeniable edge over the person who avoids data or finds it intimidating. AI removes the technical hurdles, making data analysis accessible to everyone. The skill shifts from how to calculate to what to ask and how to understand the answer. Here's your action step. Find any dataset that's actually relevant to your life, your spending habits over the last 3 months, your school grades over time, stats from a hobby or a game you play. Upload it to an AI tool capable of data analysis, like ChatGPT's data analysis feature or Google's NotebookLM. Then, ask it 3 questions: what's the biggest trend here, what's surprising about this data, and what should I pay attention to next? Do this once this week. The skill isn't the math, the skill is knowing what questions to ask and how to interpret the AI's plain language response. Skill number 4 is workflow automation. This is the skill of spotting a repetitive task, whether it's organizing information, triaging emails, sorting messages, or managing any recurring process, and then using AI tools to build a system that handles it with minimal manual effort. It's about leveraging AI's ability to follow complex instructions and perform microtasks at scale, freeing up your time for more strategic or creative endeavors. This isn't just for developers. User-friendly automation platforms are making it accessible to anyone with a systematic mind. Imagine delegating your tedious chores to an invisible digital assistant. This matters intensely because businesses of every size, from startups to multinational corporations, are actively looking for people who can make operations more efficient, reduce overhead, and free up human capital. This skill converts directly into tangible value, whether you're working for someone else or building your own side project. The ability to identify inefficiencies and then design and implement AI-powered solutions to streamline them is a highly sought-after capability. It translates into faster growth, reduced costs, and a more productive work environment. Efficiency is currency in today's economy. Here's your action step. Identify one repetitive task you do at least 3 times a week, something tedious and predictable, like organizing downloads, summarizing meeting notes, or consolidating information from multiple sources. Spend 30 minutes this week researching whether an AI tool can automate even a part of it. You don't need to build a perfect, end-to-end system on day 1. You just need to prove to yourself that automation is possible. Because once you've successfully automated one small part of your routine, you'll start seeing repetitive tasks everywhere as opportunities for efficiency instead of unavoidable chores. This shift in perspective is key. Skill number 5, and possibly the most overlooked, is AI output evaluation. This is the critical ability to catch when an AI-generated answer is factually wrong, subtly biased, or crucially missing important context. As AI gets increasingly built into more sensitive decisions, hiring processes, healthcare diagnoses, financial advisories, legal precedents, and beyond, someone absolutely has to catch the inevitable mistakes. This skill rewards people who are naturally skeptical, possess strong critical thinking, and are meticulously detail-oriented. It's not just a nice-to-have, it's rapidly becoming a fundamental requirement across nearly every industry that seriously uses AI. The stakes are incredibly high. Incorrect or biased AI outputs can have devastating real-world consequences, from flawed medical treatments to unfair loan denials. Those who can effectively audit AI's work, understand its limitations, and identify areas where human expertise must intervene, will be invaluable. This isn't about deep technical knowledge of AI models, but rather a robust understanding of the subject matter combined with a trained eye for inconsistencies and logical fallacies in AI-generated content. It's the human safeguard, the ultimate quality control, ensuring that AI serves us accurately and ethically. Here's your action step. This week, whenever you get an AI-generated answer on a topic you actually understand well, a subject you've studied extensively, a hobby you know deeply, or a current event you've followed closely, stop and deliberately fact-check it against what you already know. Notice exactly where it gets something wrong, oversimplifies a complex concept, or presents a subtle bias. Do this consistently, across various topics. This deliberate practice will train yourself to spot AI mistakes and limitations automatically, which is a crucial skill almost nobody is deliberately practicing right now. Become an AI error detective. Now, here's what ties all 5 of these skills together, and it's the part one want you to really sit with. None of these require a computer science degree. None of them require years of specialized training before you're allowed to start. What they fundamentally require is consistent, hands-on repetition. They demand treating AI tools as something you use daily on real problems, integrating them into your workflow, rather than something you occasionally poke at out of idle curiosity. It's about building a practical, intuitive fluency through direct engagement and active problem solving. The advantage young people have right now is significant, and you need to understand why, because it won't last forever. Most major shifts in the working world historically favor people who are already established, those with years of experience and existing credentials protecting their position. This AI-driven shift is profoundly different. It rewards speed of learning, adaptability, and comfort with new, evolving tools over decades of prior experience. Young people typically possess both of those qualities in greater supply than those who've been in the workforce for 20 years. This is a genuinely rare and powerful position to be in. This window of opportunity, where your natural agility gives you a distinct edge, will not stay open indefinitely. As more people catch on, as the tools become even more ubiquitous, and as educational institutions integrate these skills into formal curricula, the competitive advantage will diminish. The early adopters, the ones who start practicing today, are the ones who will shape the future and secure the best positions. Waiting for a perfect course, a new certification, or someone's explicit permission to begin is a strategy for falling behind. The time to act is not tomorrow, but now, while the playing field is still wide open and the competition for these specific skills is relatively low. So, here is your actual homework, not a vague suggestion, but a specific plan designed for immediate impact. This week, pick exactly one of these 5 skills. Not all 5. Just one. Apply the action step for that chosen skill to something you're already working on right now, a class project, a personal interest, a small side hustle idea, anything real and relevant to you. Track what you did and what you learned, even if it's just a quick note to yourself. Next week, either go deeper on that same skill, solidifying your understanding and capability, or move to the next one on the list, expanding your repertoire. Don't wait for a perfect course to appear, a new certification to be offered, or someone's permission to begin. The field is literally still being defined right now, which means the competition for these specific, high-value skills is still remarkably low. That window of low competition and high opportunity will not stay open forever. The people who look back on this exact moment in 5 or 10 years and proudly say they built something real, that they secured their future, are the ones who started practicing today, with whatever tools they had in front of them, instead of waiting for someone to hand them a perfect starting point. Pick one skill. Start tonight. That's the entire strategy.